Ah, look how close you are. Guys, real quick message just on the top of this one. I messed up. My audio had a little bit of a crackle in it, so the video you are about to watch, the microphone audio, pretty much unusable. Actually going to go off the iPhone audio, which is not ideal, but a lesser of two evils in this case. I only get to do one first time listen on these performances, so it is what it is. The audio, well, you will get used to the audio on the video. Hopefully it's not too jarring, and we will be back to normal very soon. Apologies from Team Rooney. Enjoy. Hey, what is up YouTube? Andrew Rooney here. Once again, we are back with selection 6 for Erik Isaksen, huge supporter of the channel. Obviously, to make 6 requests like this. Number 6, 1976 Thin Lizzy. Emerald live on the Night on the Town. Live on Night on the Town. 1976. Twin lead harmony Nirvana. The ultimate payoff. Lizzy are in rare form here. Lineup, Phil Lynott on vocals and bass. Brian Downey on drums. Scott Gorham on guitars and backing vocals. Brian Robertson on guitars and backing vocals. So just recapping some of the Thin Lizzy that we have featured on the channel. Well, not some of it, all of it. We did Bad Reputation, Boys Are Back in Town, which was a song of theirs that I did know, but we re-listened to it as a critical listen and went through it with the, my brain's in holiday mode. Notation, with the note for note transcription from Drumeo. We went through Johnny the Fox meets Jimmy the Weed, which was very interesting. We did Johnny. And we also, just as a extra one, we had Gary Moore and Friends, Still in Love with You, which was actually a Phil Lynott tribute. Anyway, with that said, let's get into this one. And again, Erik Isaksen, thank you so much for all the support on the channel. This one is Thin Lizzy, Emerald, Night on the Town, 1976. Guys, original video links in the description of each of my videos. Of course, check out the original video if you don't want a bald Kiwi stuff in it to make some observations. With that said, let's go.
Down from the glen came the marching men with their shields and...
That was interesting, the way where the beat actually fell there. I was hearing it in a different place. Let's just go back. I just want to get my bearings with how the beat's sitting here.
Down from the glen came the marching men with their shields and their swords to fight the fight they believed to be right, overthrow the overlords. To the town where there was plenty, they brought plunder, sword, and flame. When they left the town, it was empty. Children would never play again.
Love me a unison riff between the bass and the guitars, and just absolutely stonking grooves here. This is what we know and love and expect with Thin Lizzy at this point.
I heard them falling above the battle cry by that bridge near the border. There were many born to die. Then onward over the mountain and outward towards the sea. They thought to blame the emerald. Without it they could not leave.
it's an absolute crime against music to stop a song halfway through a guitar solo. I'm going to back it up a little bit. I've been getting a lot of requests on the channel to point out things which perhaps are a little bit more obvious to me, but might be interesting for subscribers of the channel, many of whom are not musicians. So just to point out something here, we're in like a 6/8 feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, da 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 da, as opposed to like a standard 2 and 4 backbeat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and which often feels very straight and kind of rigid. This is a bit more bluesy. It's got, you might feel like a little bit of a floating, almost side to side kind of feel, da 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 da, with a lot of decoration around it, but in its most simplistic form as a templated groove. 6/8. I'm going to back it up a little bit. One more time, I'm going to go back to the start. I just want to hear that intro and then how it went into the groove. I started to, on the second time, I realized that, okay, it was the bass drum landing on the 2 and the 4. We'd typically expect the kick drum on the 1 and 3. I mean, if we'd just been, really bare basic about it, but I believe it was on the 2 and 4. I just want to hear how it went into the backbeat when the groove changed. So we've actually gone through a couple of different time feels here, from that fast 16th note two-handed straight groove, and we ended up at the 6/8, but I think it just goes into like a more standard 4/4 here. Let's have a listen.
Down from the glen came the marching men with their shields and their swords to fight the fight they believed to be right, overthrow the overlords, to the town where there was plenty.
So again, covering some of these more basic, I guess, elements that I would normally perhaps take for granted and not even mention. Kick drum there at the start, if you are confused with that intro, the kick drum is marking out the 2 and the 4. When the beat kicks in with the snare as well, that gets replaced with the snare drum, boom, tap. So the kick, they flip it around, essentially flip the beat over and put the snare on the backbeat instead of the kick on the backbeat. Not a completely unique thing. I mean, it does happen. It's just always interesting, and it can catch you off guard with the phrasing and how the riff. Oh, how are we hearing this riff? How is this sitting? When you realize it's on the 2 and the 4 with the kick drum. Oh, that's how we're feeling it, and you could sort of get that from the vocal phrasing as well. Very, very cool. This group, for me, they capture, Erik Isaksen, you have captured yourself with these 6 selections that you've made. You've captured a certain vibe and a certain live element. I believe was all your picks live. I'd have to go back and check. Can't think off the top of my head. I believe they were all live, featuring a 4-piece band, perhaps on all of them as well. So I'm starting to get like a real gauge of your taste and what you enjoy, and the interplay really between the instruments, which is what you get when you're playing live. And in an era, namely the 70s, which I'd consider strongly part of that classic rock era, No click. Now I've made this point on a lot of videos. Again, the pros and cons of a click are something that to me are obvious. So just to reiterate some of that. If you're not even sure what a click is, click, 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 which we would typically have in our headphones or in-ears today. And it essentially keeps you on time, which is great for some things. It's great for some things. Not great when you want to express yourself in a more floating kind of way, and possibly where the songs are literally changing time signature and tempo sometimes, because the click, you would have to change the click, which is also possible. I've done hundreds of shows where the click changes and you just follow along with the changing tempo of the click. Fine. But that's all locked in. That's all pre-locked in. If we do 100 shows like that, it's more or less going to be the same every show. Sure, we can bend the time a little bit, we can stretch things a little bit, but we have to stay on the click. Otherwise, the whole thing is a train wreck. Here, there's none of that. There's none of that safety net at all. These guys are setting the time. And Erik Isaksen, coming back to your very distinct taste on these 6 picks, all of these are a case of the band setting the tempo, the band setting the feel. And if we speed up, we speed up. Maybe we wanted to, maybe we didn't want to. Who cares? That's just what we did on the night. Also gives the audience a live experience, which is actually unique. Now that's not to say even without a click you cannot sort of dial in and you'll land pretty close to the tempos. You won't land on exactly the same every night. Sometimes people have had a few drinks, feel the time a lot differently. Sometimes the adrenaline's different. Sometimes the sound system's different. You're going to be playing a little bit different every night without a click. So I really do appreciate this throwback to this older style of playing. Really, really dig it, really special. And guys, I hope you all enjoyed these amazing selections from Erik Isaksen also. Until next time, take it easy. Keep chopping wood. Ciao. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, original video link, as always, in the description of each of my videos. Of course, go along and support the artist. If you are enjoying my channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, and leaving a comment. It all helps me out. If you out there have a direct reaction request that you definitely want to guarantee gets on this channel, you can do so by supporting the channel and hitting that PayPal button. I do also have a Patreon. It's just $5 a month, and through that you get access to the blocked videos. And remember, you out there as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a full and free 30-day trial over at Drumeo. Go and check if it's going to be a good fit for you and your musical education. And spoiler alert, it will be. Tell them I sent you. For my North American viewers, go check out the latest deals over at Sweetwater on my link. And for my European subscribers, go check out all my favorite gear selections over at Thomann. Until next time, take it easy. Keep chopping wood. Ciao. Oh, you're still watching? You should subscribe.
Where's the subscribe button?
On the left. Is it left or right?
No, isn't it the right?
Top left. On the right's got the video and the playlist.
Yeah, come on, man. Subscribe. Don't be a dick.
And then Drumeo too. Drumeo down the left, bottom left. You should do it. You should do that. It's good. And then on the right, videos you might like, playlist.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.